I'm delighted to be invited to be involved in the NHS Sussex Armed Forces Community Conference 2024, and I want to start by thanking you for all the critical work you do to support veterans. So much has already been put in place to drive better healthcare for veterans, and we want to see veterans made aware of the specialist services available to them. OpCourage, the NHS England's Veterans Mental Health and Wellbeing Service, is succeeding in providing personalised and joined-up support for veterans who are suffering from mental ill health. I'm aware that OpCourage works with several charities and local organisations to provide help with wider health and wellbeing needs, such as for drug and alcohol addiction. There have been over 30,000 referrals since the service began in 2017, and Op Restore as well has also continued its vital work to support veterans with physical health injuries attributed to their time in service. We also have the Integrated Personal Commissioning for Veterans, or IPC4V, a personalised approach for those members of the armed forces who have complex and enduring conditions from their time in service. And of course, the Veterans Prosthetic Panel, which provides high quality prosthetics for those who lose a limb due to their service. OpNova, of course, is supporting those veterans who are in contact with the justice system. So whilst there are fantastic services in place, we are aware that there's more to do. It's vital that veterans are aware of these services available to them. So the Office for Veterans Affairs has been working with, for example, NHS England on comms campaigns to increase the awareness of OpCourage and to encourage veterans to identify themselves to general practitioners. It's also essential that healthcare professionals are aware of these services and the issues that may specifically affect veterans. And we're aiming to get all GP practices veteran accredited across the country. So far, we're at 83.9% of primary care networks in England who include an accredited practice. We're trying to get this up to 100% by the election. It is vital that veterans declare their veteran status when they speak with their GP, so that they can then be referred into these specialist services around mental health, physical health, linking up with veterans who are professionals and trained in working with the armed forces community and the different service charities. We're also aiming to have all NHS trusts accredited with the Veteran Covenant Healthcare Alliance, and we're now on 80% of trusts accredited with that. This involves making sure the trusts are linked up with other services in the community, such as military charities, to ensure that veterans are making the most of the services that are available to them. Going forward, we'll continue to work with NHS England and DHSC to ensure that the services are meeting the needs of that veteran community. Depending on the gaps we identify, this may include the introduction of new services. For example, we recently announced the new Veterans Mobility Fund, which we expect to start taking applications from veterans in the coming month. Another area of critical importance to veteran outcomes is employment. Hiring veterans is one of the best business decisions any employer can make, and I'm really pleased to see that the NHS has long recognised the value that veterans have to offer. Look at the Step Into Health recruitment initiative, who can get veterans into a range of healthcare roles and careers. The Office for Veterans Affairs continues to drive that employment. The recently published Employer's Guide to Hiring Veterans showcases best practice from leading employers across the UK on how to bring veterans into the workplace and support them once they're there. The £700,000 Veterans Career Development Fund will increase provision and improve access to qualifications, training and skills to develop veterans and their families in communities across the country. The DWP published Service Leavers Adjustment Passport is already making a huge difference, enabling those veterans with any health or other needs to have an empowered, confidential conversation with their employer about reasonable adjustments they may need to make in the workplace. And I'll continue to drive these improvements in veteran support to ensure ex-service personnel thrive in civilian life. I'm very sorry I couldn't be there today, but I really encourage you to continue working on this vital work as we all work together to make this the best country in the world to be a veteran.